pouring rain. He's out there enjoying. Yep, he's going for it.
That's an interesting man right there.
Utah tight end Dalton Kincaid is here for a game of what happened next. Okay, Dalton, you know what we're going to do here. We're going to show you some plays that are famous from college football history, but we're going to freeze them right before we get to the decisive moment. Then you get to fill in the blank, tell us what happened, and obviously we're keeping score. So first and foremost, everybody's been doing really well. You know, you play college football, like the level of pressure you feel here, because I'll be honest, these things can get a little tricky sometimes.
Yeah, I'd say I'm a little more worried about this than some games maybe.
All right, we're going to start with something that's really famous, but it's way older than you are. We're going to dial all the way back to 1982, and it's going to be Stanford versus Cal. Stanford up 2019. The game's in the final seconds, and then all of a sudden this happens. Now, pause it here. Dalton, do you know what happens next?
I do, but it is controversial. I would say growing up, I would not call this a touchdown, but I think they did call it a touchdown, unfortunately.
Well, you're right. It is a little controversial because the marching band's on the field. We pick it up here, and this is the result. We go all the way through, and all of a sudden, bam, the trombonist in the back just innocently worrying about his part gets just hammered. So you're 1 for 1, and so far, absolute perfection. Feeling good. We're getting a little swaggy here. Let's get to the second play. All right. So this one, notable in Utah school history. It's the 2005 Fiesta Bowl. The Utes taking on the Pitt Panthers. Alex Smith completes a short pass here to Steve Savoy. Do you know what happens next?
I believe the running back's running right outside right now on a little swing route, and I think he gets the ball here.
Oh, let's pick it up because I think you might be on a roll. Look at that little hook and ladder.
Yep.
Bam, just like that, gets the outside, gets to the touchdown. And see, we gave you a famous play. We gave you a Utah play. We're just, it's early in the game. I'm making sure as your quarterback here, we get you comfortable with it. All right. So let's go to the next play. And this one, again, we're called. I'm in the line of scrimmage here. I'm like hot route, something Dalton's gonna like. This one should look familiar to you. It's the 2020 Rose Bowl. Your squad, you're down a touchdown, 2 minutes left. Bryson Barnes lofts the ball up in the air to you. What happens next?
Toe tap touchdown, right at the top of the end zone.
I mean, we got to see it because when you're right, you're right, and when it's that pretty, that was Sunday ready. You got both feet tapped in right there on the line. What's it feel like playing in the Rose Bowl?
It was an incredible experience. Kind of just go out there, absorbing that feeling of everyone in that stadium, and then just go out there and play with the guys.
Well, that's a big touchdown for you and a big touchdown on the score chart. 3 for 3. See, you're making this look like kids play here. All right, so now we're going to go to the next play, and we're going to go for this one all the way back to 2005, Fresno State, USC. Reggie Bush takes the handoff. He goes over to the sideline. This is a super famous play. Let's see. Do you know what happens next?
I know he's scoring a touchdown here. He's got to.
That's too easy. Can you tell me anything about what he's about to do?
I feel like there's got to be a hurdle coming or something. I think I'm going to go with the hurdle here.
Okay, he has gone with the hurdle. Let's see how it plays out. Oh, nope. It's not the hurdle. He pumps the brakes and then gets around him. I mean, he did call the touchdown. So, the judges, I don't think are going to give it to you, though. No hurdle. We have our first slight misstep. I'd give you half points, but the judges won't let me. So now we are so far still doing really well. We'll see if the next play picks the momentum back up. We're going to go back this time into the stands. All right. This one's going to be a tricky one. 2013 Stanford versus Washington State. This was a big viral moment. All right. A Cougars fan sitting on camera here. This is what the broadcast had to say about him. Check this out first.
Yeah. He is my MVP tonight. It's beautiful.
All right. So he's the MVP. The question is, can you tell me what he did to deserve that honor? Look closely at the body.
So there's got to be something with popcorn. I'm thinking he had to have dumped the popcorn on his head.
Let's see how this plays out. Oh, this is, it's pouring rain. He's out there enjoying. Yep. He's going for it. I mean, look at it. And the way he keeps his chin back, like he's just, I don't know. He's not choking on that.
That's an interesting man right there.
When you go to the movies, are you an individual kernel of popcorn, or are you by the handful? How are we consuming our popcorn usually, Dalton?
I'm going individual.
This is what I don't get. Like, I'm a little guy, and I go like massive heaping, like I'm choking on it. Every big guy I know, anybody I know that played in the NFL, like the bigger their hands are, the more they're individual with the kernels of popcorn. I don't understand what you guys think.
It's too much popcorn if I go handfuls.
Let's get to the next play. 2010 USC Stanford. All right, we're going to see a Stanford fumble here. Therese Wright picks it up, begins to return it. Now, direct your attention to the top of the screen. Tell us what happened. Tell us can you see what's about to happen?
I got a feeling the quarterback's about to lay the boom.
Let's see how this one. Not just any quarterback, by the way. Andrew Luck right here comes up. Oh! All right, let's get to the next play. You're on fire. You've only missed one so far. And now, this one, again, something you might have a little bit of knowledge here. Let's see this play. This was pre-you, but I think you might know it.
Yep, I've seen it. It's the same move that SC just did. He's going to do a little jump cut here.
Look at this. We'll see how it plays out. And whoop,
the spin move.
It's the O button. Just a nice little spin. I think, it was pre-you, but I got to imagine, like, when that's on your highlight reel for somebody you're in the room with all the time, how often do you get reminded of those types of plays?
You see that play occasionally. It pops up. It's good film study.
Out there comping the moves. All right, so we're going to go now even further back. This goes all the way back to before you were born. Michigan versus Michigan State. Huge rivalry. Todd Schultz flush from the pocket. He's flying towards the sideline. He's about to throw the ball. And we're going to freeze it. Any idea what happens next? I'll even give you a hint on this one because this is a tough one. This was a Heisman moment for a future Hall of Famer that also happens to be one of my favorite beloved Raiders.
I'm going to go pick six if that's the case here.
All right. And you're going to give me a name? Is there somebody that you can think of that might be there?
I'm thinking Woodson.
All right. Let's see what happens here. He throws it, and you are right. It is not a pick six, but it is a Charles Woodson incredible interception, and then gets all swaggy afterwards. Nice little celebration.
Folks, you can watch football a long, long time before you see another play like that.
I think, he should, he got the Woodson part, guys. So we'll see what the judges rule on that one as we continue to keep score. I think that's 2 times that you've had a half point, but maybe I'm just a lenient judge. Let's get to the next play. And this one, 2018 Ole Miss Texas Tech. McLean Carter is about to toss this up to TJ Vasher on the sideline. Let's see if you remember this. This one, again, I think we played this on every ESPN show. Got any idea what's about to happen?
He's going to moss the guy for sure.
Let's see what we get here. And it's, he OBJ's him. But, we got OBJ. I think that counts. I'm giving him the point for that one. Look at that. I'm willy-nilly out here handing out points like I own the place. All right, we got one more. So far, absolutely killing it. Again, this is a very famous play. I want to ask you about it afterwards. I'm going to see if you remember it. 2021 ACC Championship game, Wake Forest Pitt, Kenny Pickett scrambling. I think you know what's about to happen. What happened next, Dalton?
The fake slide.
All right, so let's see how it goes. And yes. Oh, he does it. The fake slide turns into a huge play. As an offensive player, any issue with the fake slide for your quarterback?
Personally, I wouldn't want my quarterback to do a fake slide for his safety, but knowing Cam and our quarterback, he's not sliding very often. So I don't know if the defenses would go for that because I know he's just putting his head down and going through someone.
Yeah, well, there is no doubt about that. It's a hard situation to be in. I like anybody that can outsmart everybody else on the rules. So the fact that you found a loophole, I'm the guy that tips the hat to that. How do you feel like you did overall, Dalton?
I feel like I could have done better for sure, but I'm happy with what I got.
I think you crushed it overall. So job well done by you. And look, congratulations on obviously a killer career. You're having a great run at Utah. This is going to be a great season for you guys. The whole country's paying attention to it. Love watching you play. Thanks for hanging out with me.
Appreciate it. Thank you for having me.